Listen up, team. I'm sending you on Earth, but without wings. So no one suspects you are angels. I saw an angel eat a child. When the Death Eaters appeared in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, 2005, I thought they were an evil version of the clay. What do you mean evil version? What do I do in this position? I'm right. Entire library is empty. Random girl came and sat right next to me. Now mate. This is Garibaldo from Brazil. He may look scary, but he's one of the nicest birds I know. Big bird, I'm sorry but Garibaldo looks like he sells orphans. Men. I promise no women finds reckless speeding or driving attractive. Not everything is for the female gaze. Vehicular manslaughter is a form of self-expression. Adult film star Sophia Loren passes away at age 26. Rest in peace. Please snack the devil's nut, so he'll forget about us on Earth. My girl looks so cute off guard. Probably texting Annie to see if she's okay. I don't know who told your 9 inches was a big nut, cause it's not. We got Miss Deep Dish Catty over here. Conjoined twins had a 1/30 million chance of survival at birth. They are now adults and have become teachers. Wow, good luck cheating in that class. Who gives best head? A recent paper suggests T-Rex had an intellect that rivaled that of modern baboons. So you're saying there's a chance that T-Rexes furiously masturbated and flinging their paw in groups while maintaining uncomfortably long eye contact with other species who have the misfortune of walking by? I have image of a man who had killed many horses in his lifetime. Would you like to see? We condemn such act. Send a picture of that man. We will put him behind the bars. Liz Cheney announces her latest plan to keep Trump out of White House. Invite him to hunting with her dad. Trucker next to me on the other stall. How did this guy pass his DOT medical? He was breathing fast and shallow, nearly out of breath from just walking to the toilet. How does a human being get to this level? Saw him struggling to go up into his truck. His whole cab was littered with trash. That's a zombie. That's a lot of complicated engineering. Wouldn't it be simpler to spin the patient? Scientists processed 109 hours of oral sex to develop an AI that's max nut. Should have called EA. They've been making software that's max nut for years. Trains Filipino frosty tooths and Thai lady boys clash in huge turf war. Transformers vs Decepticons. Battle of the Bulge. The Bussy Wars. A company is working on a device that uses AI to release scents matching your gameplay. Me when I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's 3 and smell Springtrap's rotting corpse in the vents. Mother duck is asking tights or ace. Arms butch, I need a hug. Organs, I need money. I have an uncle that used to carry a wren hunting license and would proudly show it off at family gatherings as recently as 15 years ago. Don't know if he still carries it, but holy duck. Pitbull attacks a bison and quickly finds out they are much better suited to mere daring toddlers. They don't really fight outside of their weight class. Put a bullet in my head. I want to die as soon as possible. Nothing matters. I don't care about anything. Just give me a gun and I'll pull the tiger as soon as possible. Life is shut. I've never really experienced what it's like to be happy in this shutty world. Why did God even make someone who doesn't even want to ducking live in the first place? If God really existed, he's full of shit for just letting me exist in the first place. Duck God for giving me life. Never even wanted it from the start. Call me a catty, but I ain't some masochist who wants pain, which is why for me, getting shot in the head would be splendid. Don't shoot yourself, you'll end up a statistic. New OC, what should I name him? Why is there cram in his hair? Nothing's sadder than a heat girl in a wheelchair. Heat wheels. Your username is what kills you. How do you die? It be like that. The city of Atlanta says the new Rainbow Crosswalk in Midtown cost $196,000. What kind of ducking paint you'll buy? It's made out of 100% pure LBTQ, which can be only harnessed by LBTQ who commit medically assisted suicide. I hug other women slightly off center so our babs fit together like puzzle pieces. Tetris. But, don't forget what happens when you get a Tetris. What do guy men and stoners have in common? They both have a grinder. Both get stoned in the Middle East. I made cookies. A pile of cookies could spit in my mouth if they wanted to. I want to be humiliated by a pile of chocolate chip cookies. I want chocolate chip cookies to duck my wife. Looks great, Eric. Gonna ignore all that stuff you said though. Deep dish. I don't know who told your 9 inches was a big nut, cause it's not. We got Miss Deep Dish Catty over here. Gets pregnant just so she can awesome in 9 months. Guys, that's up to OnlyFans. Why? I really just want to support my grandma. Wish bathroom stalls went lower. Solomon Grundy. Shat on a Monday. Wiped on a Tuesday. My father got my browsing history straight from the router, so incognito mode wouldn't have made a difference. Why would someone go through so much effort just to confirm the obvious fact that teenagers watch porn? No idea, but coincidentally I wasn't allowed to be alone in a room with my sister anymore. What were you searching, dog? Searching? Not much, to be honest. Uploading might have been more of an issue though. Bruh. It can't be that good. Goofy's head goes for $19,000 at auction. How old were you when you first had sex? 27. Damn, your uncle was patient. There is likely a direct correlation between men who do this, 99% of leftist men, and modern leftism. It is my suspicion that there is something in the vaginal fluids that is capable of estrogenizing the body, clock holding the spirit, hence 1000-year prohibition against it. I rest my case. Men who eat catty are spiritual lesbians. Unprotected sex too. The vaginal fluid gets onto the tentacles and pants and absorbs into the body, causing the same estrogenic effect. Do you all think UG didn't dare to stroke his dinglidoing because he was scared of Sukuna's mouth popping up on his hand and bite him? Honestly, at this point, if he ducked my grandma, I would click her ace hole just to taste his crap. Taylor Swift fan died of heat exhaustion at Rio show. For a sec, I was celebrating. I thought Taylor Swift died. I had to be circumcised for medical reasons. Did they let you eat the leftover bit afterwards? I just ended a 5 years relationship. Are you okay? It's okay. It wasn't my relationship. These memes were more solid than my peeps. With that being said, I have a TV show proposition. Illegal immigrants hunt down kid touchers for a chance at citizenship. We call it Aliens vs Predators. Cram is for guys. Your mom swallowed your dad's load while you were a fetus. It got partly sent to you via umbilical cord. You are a guy. Sorry man, I don't have a mother nor a dad. I was born by the very true light who missed all your monkey dynasty. What is every single 6-letter word you can unscramble from the word ginger? What if there's a parallel universe where the words ginger, Google and nig are swapped with each other? Like now gingers are called Googles. The racial slur is now the word ginger, and when you want to Google something, you just nig it. Anyone know she name? Nope. I made an account just to tell you. It's her name, not she name, you retard. Teachers after saying this isn't beauty salon to a girl applying perfume. Can someone tell me the video name in the background? Footage of a bulletproof safe room that doubles as a right board in an American school in case of a mass shooting. Is it fireproof? Yes, it's bulletproof, so I assume you could fire at it all you want. Mojang, we are not gonna rat sharks, because people with attack real sharks. Average villager farm. Village wits. Is it the ducking Auschwitz? I was going to build like a ducking farm here, and you built Auschwitz. I say I'm coming, but I'll never arrive. You'll believe me, no matter how many times I lie. What am I? My pizza when Cassiar is the delivery guy. Serial killers. Gamers. Collecting scenes. There is no similarity between us and the gamers. Imagine you miss a payment on a Tesla and it drives itself back to the dealership. Imagine dead old people in their Teslas just arriving places. Girlfriend, why to purchase that stupid 3D printer? Me, because it's so cute when cats wear the skulls of their deceased mother. Mug shots of man show the visual changes as he sank deeper into a life of chime. Dude ended up as a Cyberpunk 2077 villain. Nut Fight Island. I'm placing my bets on island. This is how cotton is picked. Why are the hands the wrong color? Siblings love. When you go to the restaurant with your sister and there's a discount for couples, make sure it is your grandma so you can get the senior discount as well. What is the worst thing you've ever done or done to someone? Maybe saying it will feel better. I called my twin a mistake. At the time I didn't really realize it was a self-burn as well. It is I, Godric, the lord of all that is golden and the mightiest of the Shardbearers. I have decided to graciously grant you lowly tarnished lot an opportunity to ask me your questions. How many nuts do you have? Bear teacher squidnapped, forced to marry squidnapper's daughter at gunpoint. Kids use matrimony app. Adults use Bumble app. Legends use kidnap. When flatworms mate, two males use their bifurcated pences to fence one another. The winner, or the flatworm who stabs the other with its pence, remains male while the loser becomes female. Just like in prison. If she is 9, she is mine. Age is just a number. Jail is just a room. If she knows ABC, then she's ready for D. She has potential. It should be the other way around. There's only one Night Fury and many Light Furies as backup dancers. Yes, backup dancers. Those are definitely backup dancers. What scared Corey? Wrong answers only. Springtrap's big fat clock. Don't stink shame me. I'll cram. In nylons? Stink shame stink acquired. Stinkception. These guys organized a full 9 plein air show in GTA Online. It's only 7. The other 2 hit the towers. Girls during sex education class. Last year, when this subject was taught, someone said, I'm a visual learner, can you get someone to demonstrate? Duolingo oiled up. I just lost my streak, not the Duolingo one. Only for you BB. Truly terrible. Back in my day, Africa is 430 times the size of Ireland. So why do Africans have to live in Ireland? Why does Africa, the larger of the 2 land masses, not simply just eat Ireland? How are the DMs looking? Caught any creeps yet? Yes, A to Ma contribute. This is how many years Freddie Mercury should have lived. My Torona's seeing an engine heavier than the whole car. That's like putting 13 inches in 10-year-old. As a bloke who often spoke to the cleaning staff at my last job, women pass all over the seats so much in public toilets. Primarily because they try to squat or hover over the toilet to avoid the pass from the last person who squatted or hovered. I don't understand why they don't put the seat up if they are not gonna sit on it. I imagine as a safety net in case their squatting skills fail them. Her palms are sweaty, knees weak, ace is heavy. There's urine on the shutter already. Mom's regretty. Cleaning out some goalpost holes on synthetic grass field. I did this to your mother last night. Yes, the internet is fake. Support whatever you want. Thank you. Now I can support bowling an annoying 13-year-old girl to Seaside because she said an underage ship I liked was morally reprehensible. I can't believe you had to wait for me to tell you that. I've made 3 people kill themselves already. Funniest shit I ever seen. As an American, I think it's time to unfollow. Just try not to shoot anyone on your way out. The engineering university I studied at had a legend going around. It was told that a year after the uni was opened, a government official came to test the students. He said, I need to transfer blood from the north of the country to the south. Please design that for me. The students started working, calculating fluid dynamics, biocompatibility, mechanical design and so on and so forth. When they displayed their solution, the government official nodded his head in disappointment. The first and most important question you should have asked was where did all the blood come from? Who was killed for it? You have failed the test, and that is the reason engineering students at the university take ethics classes to this day. I'm getting free candy and you're not. I'm going home safe and you're not. What's your town famous for? Mere deer 8 and a giant stainless steel arch. And toasted ravioli. Your mere deer 8 might go down if you stop burning the ravioli. Dame. True. K-Lao. Started out at rock bottom. Never declined. The instant guttural revulsion I felt just reading that bald little human hangnail's name. So glad other people see it too. Bro, some of us are drinking coffee. You can't go around saying things like bald little human hangnail. You almost burned my nostrils. Foreskins are for saving others men's cram. The snack that smiles back. Yes officer, this comment right here. Old jazz. We meet again. You don't scare me. Shudly mouth. Let's battle. With our mouths. With our eyebrows. Of course. I blew my load. Damn. Reddit has it all. If you can't beat M, join M. If you can't beat them, beat it to them. If you can't beat it to them, beat it for them. Shwip 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 shwip. Unfortunately we need to let our kids learn their lesson, however difficult that may be. And I speak from experience. I was a golden boy, straight A's, played sports and treated everyone with respect. Then I tried snowboarding when I was 8. Even though I went back to skiing at 13, the damage was done. I was in with that crowd. It wasn't until I was 23, I'd beat Ted to dogs, and facing serious prison time, that I snapped out of it. It was a rough ride, but I made it out alive, and saw the error of my ways all those years ago. I'll never be able to change the past, but I can choose to live a snowboard-free life, and make amends to all those I'd hurt. I was gonna suggest putting M down, but this is fine too. I have definitely already screwed up my brain hard from MDMA. Recently tried it again twice after 2 years of sobriety from MDMA and any other drug besides alcohol. 2 years of boredom and depression. Get into heroin. Wish she'd stroke me with those cup hands. Which celebrity went on the fastest, hardest, and most destructive downward spiral from their peak? Kobe. God kills his son in order to forgive people and he's considered loving and good. I do it. I get thrown in prison for life and I'm considered insane. Double standards. Guys, I just found out C.AI's counted a digital footprint. I'm never gonna get a job. That's why they only care if you do illegal stuff on it. They won't care if you 10 rounds with your favorite character. I'm glad, because if they did, I wouldn't get a job either. Crush, where's my peep? Me in the next stall. Dark humor is really funny though, because like, why would you say that? Dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it. Happy International Women's Day. Hello ladies. Enjoy the power you have in the affair world and don't put up with low effort and gross. To celebrate, I'll be extra mean to men today. Love you. That's a birth control device called an IUD, not to be confused with an IED, a very extreme form of birth control. IUD written backwards can also be birth control. So just for those muppets who can't tell the difference, and for those poor souls who haven't been told yet, IUD is intrauterine device. Basically it's introduced into the body and releases a hormone that stops the release of other hormones that release the egg for conception. An IED is an improvised explosive device. I personally like to shove one of those up my ace as a form of Russian roulette on the move. DUI is driving under the influence, which you only do if you are intending to get a higher kill streak than your average GTA protagonist. You sure you're not overthinking it? Oh, those two are friends. Now I get why these two are always together in the stuff I read. Went to the zoo today. The giraffe was eyeballing me like he wanted to fight. Would have won too if it wasn't for those zookeepers and their .45 hollow point rounds. Cowards. How's Scooby, bro? Wave pool malfunctions. I almost died in a wave pool. I was upside down on my floaty and the lifeguard wouldn't help. He was just watching me drown. Profile picture matches the story. Using dark mode at night. Using dark mode during the day. Shout out to Africa for inventing dark mode. Pen stuck in barn. Please help. How do I fix? Don't ask how it happened, I don't wanna talk about it. Smoke a bowl through your pee hole. Brother, if I could get my mouth on my pee hole, I'd have way different problems. When she is expecting an apology and she hears the PlayStation turn on. Duck you butch, you broke my eardrum. Now I'm playing Ultra HD hint of hodler. GTA 6 Pro Play. Make your character so dark, they hide in the shadows. Yeah, but the cops would shoot you on sight, even if they weren't specifically looking for you. Traces your circumcision scar with my linger. I'm sorry I wasn't there to protect you. traces your foreskin. I'm so glad I was there to protect you. The implications are interesting. Step 1. 5 kilometers run. Step 2. Pop rocks in the bath. Step 3. Slide on in. Instructions unclear. My nose is now popping. Still looking for a video I got on LimeWire almost 25 years ago. My mom found my collection and deleted it. I haven't busted a nut like that since, and I'm still chasing the dragon. What was it? Nothing out of the ordinary, just a normal foursome. 2 guys peed in one of the girls' beds, and she shook it around like an enema and blasted the other girl in the mouth with the pee and pork cocktail. Then both guys did her in the filthy bed and came in the other girl's mouth. What the duck? Share your brilliant insights in the comments. If you had to sleep in the middle of a beautiful woman and a guy, who would you turn your back to? Welcome to the brain games. I'd face the woman, so I can give and get at the same time. This Chinese character is called Huang, and it takes 172 strokes to write. My Huang also takes at least 172 strokes to finish. What was the most shocking thing you ever experienced when first hooking up with a new partner? I was hooking up with this girl for the first time, and while inside her she said, "I have been waiting to show off my kegel strength," and proceeded to grip my wiener with the most gripful but harsh kegel ever. It hurt my wang. Wife was so good with her kegel muscles that she could basically milk me. Way better experience.